Hello good folks of the vinyl community, this is Mike, PC31, the Vinyl Policeman. There's lots of great contests going through at the moment, and they're all good fun and make you deep dive into your collections, and this is one of them. This is in response to Glen Kellaway's contest, Glen Kellaway from the basement. Glen is trying to hit 1,000 subs, and at the moment, I looked a short while ago, and I think he's on 990, so he's really close to that mark. And what Glen's done is he's posted this contest and he's asking for 3 progressive rock albums, or as close as you can possibly get to prog. So this one, you just need to sub to Glen. Please all do that. And it's got to be in by March the 5th, midnight on March the 15th. So Glen Kellaway from the basement. Lots of subs, please. So 3 prog albums. So got the juices flowing, and my initial ones, these haven't made the mark, but just going through some which I could have easily chosen. So a Moon-Shaped Pool from Radiohead. Could have selected that one. That's a good album that I enjoy. A really colossal album from the 70s. Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells on Virgin. Could have selected that one. Quite fond of Van de Graaff Generator and Peter Hamill, and I have several of his, and here's one. Could have chose a Peter Hamill related one. Really obvious one, which tops a lot of the prog charts, and it's my top 3 greatest albums ever. Darkseid. This is one of the jewels in my crown with a solid blue triangle. So that's one of my vinyl treasures. Could have easily chosen that one, and that probably is my greatest prog one, but I've gone elsewhere. So the first one of my 3, my official 3 is from 1974, the final album of Genesis with Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel left soon after this one. I absolutely love this album, and I got it way back in the late 70s, I think it was. Great concept album, great prog rock album, double album with some fantastic tracks. Carpet Crawlers, Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, Broadway Melody. It's just a really fantastic album. It's a bit sad that during the making of this, I think Peter Gabriel had some family problems where I think his child was a premature birth, and so he had to dash off a lot of times during the actual writing and recording of the album. And from what I can read, the band weren't very supportive of him, so that left Peter Gabriel a little bit tarnished with the whole experience. But he obviously wrote all the lyrics for it, and the band were writing a lot of the music while he wasn't there. I think he was also working on a soundtrack as well at the time for a movie. But really fabulous album, one of my all-time favourites. Lamb Lies Down on Broadway from 1974. Second one I've chosen, I saw this guy in the 70s, I think it was on this particular tour, but Steve Hillage, the album called L. So this is from 1976. Definitely prog rock, but also called cosmic rock. This album was recorded in, although Steve Hillage is an Englishman, it was recorded at Woodstock, New York. And it was produced by Todd Rundgren, and a lot of the musicians on it are actually from Utopia. Steve Hillage is obviously associated with Gong and all those Gong albums, and great guitarist, plays a Fender Strat, or certainly played a Fender Strat when I saw him. So this is from 1976, Steve Hillage. Great album. Some of the tracks on it actually are superb. I think most of his albums were originals that I could make out, but this particular one had a few notable covers on it. Hurdy Gurdy Man opens up with, from obviously written by Donovan. It's All Too Much, George Harrison. Om Namah Shivana, which is a Hindu song. So it's a great album. Some of the instruments on it, Tibetan trumpet, Tibetan bells, tambura. So very hippie, very cosmic, very prog rock. And my final one, Glen, for your excellent contest is another band I've seen a few times. way back in the 70s, they actually split up. 1978, Bill Nelson's Bebop Deluxe. Absolutely love Bebop Deluxe. And this, for me, is their finest album. They made 5 albums in total. This is the 3rd one, 1976. And it was certainly their most successful. As I say, I saw them on this tour, and they were really good. This was made at Abbey Road and Air Studios in London. Produced by John Leckie, who wanted to produce lots of bands, Simple Minds, XTC, and Radiohead, as I mentioned earlier. So Bebop Deluxe went from 72 to 78, and then Bill Nelson went on his own and formed various other bands and solo efforts. But I consider this a really great prog rock album. Great guitar playing from Bill Nelson. So that's my 3rd one for Glen's competition. So please subscribe to Glen Kellaway from the basement. You have until 15th of March, midnight, to get it in and to get Glen over that 990, over the 1,000. So 3 progressive rock albums. Okay, that's mine. Thanks, folks.